video. I'm here with Agustin. Agustin, you've done this incredible work here on a mechanical system. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, so this is a boiler that's doing both hydronics and the domestic system. So what this is an indirect tank. The domestic and the closed loop does not come in contact at all because the indirect tank has a coil inside that is fed off of this boiler. That coil heats up the water in the tank, and that's what allows for domestic hot water. Everything else is on a closed loop system that does radiators, slab, and baseboard heaters and this system.
Okay, what's that green box there?
That green box is a Takeo zone ZVC. It's a zone valve control. What that does is that when there's a call for heat, when a thermostat is turned on, these valves at the bottom, these valves here, they open up and allow for hot water to go down into the supply and heat up the house.
Mm-hmm. So different thermostats control different areas.
Yes, in this particular scenario, there's 3 thermostats, but there's a possibility to add a 4th one. But in this case, there's.
What are these big gray things?
These gray things are expansion tanks, and when hot water is heated up, there's thermal expansion, and this has a bladder inside that just kind of acts like a heat absorber, shock absorber. That way your TMP doesn't open up or that expansion doesn't happen in your pipes where pipes could burst. It's just a safety measure.
Okay. What else? What's that big gold thing there?
This gold thing is it's an air separator. So what that does is that there's a little bleeder here that when there's particle air or little bubbles, air bubbles, that air separator allows for some air to come out.
Mm-hmm.
This here is your cold fill. What this is a backflow preventer. You don't want this closed loop system coming in contact with your domestic water. And this here is the pressure regulating valve, and that allows for us to reduce it down to the 15 psi, which is advised for a heating system to be at. We don't want it to be full city pressure.
All right. What's this white thing down here?
That white thing is a condensate neutralizer. So what that does is that there is condensate that is produced by this boiler, and it is acidic. So what that neutralizer does is that there's limestone inside that lowers down the pH levels to the point where any water that exits out of it does no harm to anything it goes into.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what does the homeowner need to touch in this system here? What would you tell a homeowner needs to
I would
to
tell
touch?
a homeowner to not touch anything here. Everything should be handled at the thermostats.
Yeah.
Nothing here is for him to touch, basically.
Yeah. If they need to, they can.
If they have issues, give us a call.
Give us a call. Yeah, exactly. All right. Really good. Really good. What are these little dials here?
These are gauges, so we like to put them as on our supply and return sides, just in order to know that there's a proper temperature going out and coming back. Sometimes it's false, where if you don't have these gauges, you might have some temperature going out but none coming back, and you're just kind of having to guess feeling both pipes. And it's always best to just have gauges which allow for a more accurate measure.
Mm-hmm. And then what problems do you think that we would likely to see on a heating system? What issues do we experience? What about if you got a gauge that's hot on the supply and cold on the return? What does that mean?
Maybe, what could that be? A pump?
Could be circulation. The answer is it's circulation.
Air is the enemy.
Air, and if it's air or the pump, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Brilliant job.
Thank you.